If you want to insert a space between letters and digits in your document, you have a couple of tasks to perform. First, you need to find the combination, and then you need to make the insertion. This quick tip shows how easy it is to do this using Find and Replace. I don't know about you, but there are times that I make a mistake by not placing a necessary space between a letter and a number. For instance, in this document you can see right here that there's a letter followed by a number, and it's obvious that a space is missing. The Find and Replace capabilities of Word can help you track down such errors and, optionally, correct them. First, let's look at an easy way to find such errors. Go ahead and press Ctrl-H, and that displays the Replace tab of the Find and Replace dialog box. I want to jump over, however, to the Find tab of the dialog box. And in the Find What box, I'm going to enter just a few little characters here. I'm going to enter a caret followed by a $sign, and then another caret followed by a pound sign. These codes tell Word that you want to find any letter followed by any digit. Now I can go ahead and click on Find Next, and you can see that Word jumps right down to that instance of a letter followed by a number with no space in between. At this point, I can make any edits desired and then continue searching through the rest of the document. That brings us to the second way that you can handle this, and it's probably the better way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and click on Cancel to get out of that dialog box, and then I'm going to click back up at the beginning of the document. Now I'm going to go ahead and press Ctrl-H again. You can see that what we were searching for is still shown right there. I'm going to delete that. I'll just hit the backspace key, and now it's gone. What I want to do, though, is if the More button is available right down here, I'm going to click on it, and that displays the expanded options within the Find and Replace dialog box. Notice down here that there's a checkbox that says Use Wildcards. When you use wildcards in what you search for and replace with, it enables a special type of searching that's very powerful. So that's what we want to do here, is we want to click on that checkbox and make sure that it is selected. Now I'm going to jump back up to the Find What dialog box, and I'm going to enter some codes that may look a bit strange, so bear with me as I put these in here. All these codes do is to define a pattern for what should be found. Now, I'm specifying that I want a letter in the range of A to Z, or lowercase a to Z, followed by a digit in the range of 0 through 9. The inclusion of the parentheses is very important, as they define matches that can be referenced in the Replace With text. Now, speaking of Replace With, in this box, I'm going to enter another small set of codes. All I'm going to do is do a backslash and a 1, and then a space and a backslash and a 2. The \1 indicates I want to use whatever was matched by the pattern in the first set of parentheses up in the Find What box. And the \2 indicates I want the match from the second set of parentheses. Note that between these two there's a space, so the result is that you are inserting a space between the letter and the digit. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this dialog box over to the side here just a little bit so that we can see what happens within the document itself. I'm going to click on Find Next, and you'll notice that it finds the word Provides followed by the number 4. That's the error that we had identified earlier. And I can go ahead and click on Replace, and you'll see that it added the space in between those two. And then it went on to find the next instance that was wrong within this document, which is down here. It's the word R followed by the number 3. Now I can replace that, or if I want to, I can find Next to go on to the next occurrence within this particular document. If I'm sure that I want to replace everything, I could, of course, click on Replace All, and it would replace all incorrect instances within this particular document. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. It says all done and made one replacement. That one replacement is the one that occurred right after I clicked on Replace All. I click on OK. I can now get rid of the Find and Replace dialog box, and the changes have been made within my document just like I wanted them to be. So there you have it. Two powerful ways that you can use Find and Replace to locate a letter, butt it immediately against a number, and add a space right there. I hope that you found this quick tip helpful. If you did, you might consider signing up for the free Word Tips newsletter. Information is in the notes just below this video. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today.